Hello, everybody. How are you doing this evening? Oh, new PS5. That sounds fun. Congrats on winning the lottery. I mean, unless those are actually available now. Hey, Ark, how you doing tonight? Just give it another minute or two for everyone to hop on, if they're gonna hop on. This side of the grave. Oh yeah, that sounds, well, better than the other side of the grave. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I bought, I'll be honest, I haven't bought a new PlayStation slash whatever number. I think I've got a PlayStation 3, but I bought it used when PlayStation 4 came out, so I'm a little behind the curve on the console wars. Honestly, I just keep upgrading my PC. Gotta love the organ music here. Forgot we left off here. That's fair. Yeah, the chip shortage is bad. Alright, let's go ahead. Get back into it. The good news is we're getting near in-game. So I think we will, everything willing, maybe get to Castrum Sentry tonight and get through that. And then next time will be the finale for Realm Reborn. Which, I'll be honest, we got through this a lot quicker than I thought we would. Considering how epically long it took me to get through originally. Hi Dwa, how are you doing tonight? Oh no, we wouldn't want Wedge to get eaten by a mud puppy. Well, he got a spooky Kokobo. He could do with a shave. Oh, you just downloaded Final Fantasy XIV yourself. Awesome! I want to see pictures on your Tumblr of your baby. Oh, it's time for my reading. Okay. Alright, thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge. Oh, thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Yeah, I know, it's almost like well, not nearly as long as, I mean, I know we had some side quests there to get the airship, but it was not nearly as long as they kept me waiting to go for Titan, so I think they can wait a few more minutes. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. Yes, we said that already. So let us reconvene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis a good place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east and then south will get you there. Or you could just fast travel, since you can fast travel. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that'll benefit our mission. Yeah, they'll be fine. Ishgard, you and your dramatic music. And yet I always get lost here. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Well, stuff and things. Oh, did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove... ... difficult. The Stronghold is on high alert of late. Armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfili and the others. We must act with greatest stealth. Oh, that is my specialty, stealth. Aye, it has to be a good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we gonna smuggle ourselves in? In a box? Why, I've a mind to walk through the front door. That's stealth for you. Huh? The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. It's brilliant! For this we'll need a few set of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. Oh, is that all? That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. Man, he is into this plan. I have never noticed that Slaftborn has this tiny little mustache. Look at his little mustache. Oh my god. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend that you speak with Glaumund. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt he'd want to be of aid. Ida and I shall reconnoiter Garlean activity at the Stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. You do realize you can't see inside of the, Okay, you guys have fun. Come and join us when you're ready. Let's do this! Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Y'shtola. You're beginning to remind me of Papalimo. Well, let's go find drinky face, I guess. Hey, look, is it like the only ugly guy in the game? No, he's still pretty in his own way. Damn it, game. Thought we had finally had one for our drinking game. Looking for Glaumont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry, and you need my help? Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. At least he doesn't, like, stand up and sit down constantly. So you have friends at Castrum Sentry that what? What? What is this line? I'm sorry, let me try that again. So you have friends at Castrum Sentry what want for rescue. The Slaffborn knows me too well, aye. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Horsums. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. Single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? Well, if you follow my instructions, for $5.99, if you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the moorboles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. Yeah, if there's a fade or two that just completely and utterly annihilates you on the way, just don't worry about that. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, it might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going, and Godspeed. I could help, but I need to sit on this rock for a while. But as we head, let's look at the beauty of Mordona. Yeah, I do agree with you. This does feel like it should be a job for Ida. And Ishtola, but yeah, I've never actually flown through here and looked around. Like that giant orange thing at the distance there. I know what that is over there. We'll get there in a second. Well, not a second. We'll get there eventually. Hold on, let me turn the map back on. This is so much more pleasant. Than actually going through the swamps. Yeah, like, throughout A Realm Reborn, the Scions have, like, one brain cell, and for some reason it's the Warrior of Light. The brain cell gets passed to Ishtola later. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. Oh wait, no, that's a useful voice. Sorry. She may as well have gotten a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elezen gets on my nerves most of all. He won't shut up and speaks in riddles every time he opens his mouth. Oh, it's only just about gibberish. I do wonder why is the Tribune so obsessed with this Menphilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Guardians don't have. You like my gruff voice? It's really gruff. Mystical power? Like the kind the Beastmen use?
How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribune yourself?
As well as try to I'm sorry, what? As well as to try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Yes, please don't sexually harass your boss. That's bad, youthful voice. Collected voice. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Mysterious and mysteriouser. Oh, and look at that pretty tower in the distance. Wouldn't you guys like to go visit there? Dressed up as soldiers and sneak in the front door, eh? Well, if you got the guts to go through with it, then so do it. Are you daring me to? Oh boy, I always wanted my own Reaper. I would wash her and wax her and name her and... Stealth and subterfuge, Grayus, are how we will free our friends. I have every confidence you can play the part of an Imperial soldier. Well, thanks. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Sid. It was your plan. 'Tis good to see you again. I'm given to understand that you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? Soman, Philly, and the others are indeed at Casham Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action that he already told you about before you left. Pray have the details from him. Wedge is the best. Good work. As Alphanoid has already told you, we've plotted out a course for rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaumont is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. And Phil and the others are counting on us. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Okay, so what side quest do you have for us then? While Glaumont goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some preparation of our own. What to do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short of armor? To prevent this from happening... Oh, God, of course. I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is going to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. This is a very newfangled technology that no one has ever heard about before. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the selfsame energy. By making use of this property, we'll reverse the polarity and blah blah blah. It should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Hope you don't find it shocking. Gasp! Not sparks! Doop-de-doop-de-doo. So nice for the enemies to leave me alone. Won't let you go through the crystal? Boo. Why did they... never mind. Alpha, no. I don't need the history left. Oh, okay. You have the reading? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose. Though I pray that we won't have to need of their power. My thanks. Alright, what other fetch quests do you have for me? No, nobody? No one? Oh, okay, oh, we have to go check on goblins here. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial dust, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. They do say that. I could teach you to salute myself, of course, but it's best that you learned it from the experts, because we really need to pad this out a little bit more. So get yourself as near as you dare to Castrum Sentry, and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Oh no, a hostile presence! Oh, hey, look! Uniforms, how convenient. Oh, welcome back, Ark. Yes, the Imperial... We are about to learn the Imperial salute, just right now. Nothing to report, sir. We've received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Like I should just practices it then and there. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No, no, no. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. Let's take your word for it. Well, hello, stranger. You've been silent up to this point. You are called Grace Highwind, are you? I have heard of your plight from my friend Glaumund, mostly because I was just eavesdropping the entire time you were talking to him. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. We've said this a few times, so we're going to keep saying it. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniform and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort who you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means. From the bodies of their recently deceased owners, of course. Of course. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not to take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Of course. Hold on one moment, guys. I think we might have some bots in chat. Hold on. There we go. All taken care of. Alright, oh yeah, now we have to go kill some peeps. For justice, I guess. Hey B, how you doing? Alright. Murder is the name of the game. Oh, sorry about the headache. We're just doing our requisite busy work so the plot can resume. Let's see, we've gone and listened to the pipe, and we've voided some people. And we learned how to salute properly. It's been very, very intense so far, as you can tell. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes, and I will probably have to go to the capital to find more. Damaged, as I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are likely to draw suspicion, and you have to punch them so hard. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eganoff at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them to shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we've already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. You're the adventurer Sarkmalark. Sarkmalark. I just realized his name is Sarkmalark. Aww. It's just fun to say. I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. I see, yes. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sarkmalark a favor or two. Took good care of old Eganolf back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the adventurer's life calling to him. But here I go, blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse, birds, for a moment or two, and the great Eganolf will have your gear looking as good as new. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. You send Sarkmalark my regards, will ya? I will send Sarkmalark all of your regards. Sarkmalark, I presume? Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Eganolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst the Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force. You see, when the Empire subjugates a new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I do not know where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself, even though it looks like I have been. I promise, I have been working very hard while sitting here. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Oh, so that's what you've been doing. It may look like sitting, but I have been thinking very hard. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revelin's tone. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of false intelligence. Told him insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Tain't far from the truth. Now come to think of it, any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. You can thank me later for this. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols, dressed up in your shiny tin suit, and then alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here, filched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that, and when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make them make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping through the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. I wonder if it'll let me do it without changing. Let's see. I might actually still have the Imperial uniform in my, stores somewhere. Guess we can check my Kokobo. Will they talk to me? You have no business being here. Be gone or I'll take you for an insurgent. Okay. What do you want? Need sleep. Trespassers will be dealt with severely. You have been warned. One of our informers, I take it. Do you have any idea what happened if you're seen with us? The insurgents will have your head. Alright, let's see. Will you let me do it? One of our covert operatives, I take it. In or out of uniform, you would do well to remember your courtesies. Oh, I don't have to be in uniform. Cool. Imperial salute. My bad. There's my salute. One of our covert operatives, are you? Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description... Oh, shit. I was just trying to hide the thing. Well, I hope you guys read that. Judging by that description, something. Well, I'm just gonna go off in the direction that smoke's gonna come out of in almost no time at all, so... Don't mind me. Oh wait, I think I need to go up top. Yep. Yep. Gotta love that Imperial confidence. Hope you don't mind my joining, seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry. I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place. But where is the enemy? Sir, over there! Send in the Reaper! Let us make an example of these insurgents. Does that look like the woman from before? No! No! That'd be crazy. Are you just hitting it with your wrench? Sid! Oh my god, Sid. That was great. I've never noticed him hitting it, just smacking it with a wrench. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift Kokobo in the beak. It does seem rather worse for the wearer, doesn't it? Maybe I shouldn't have hit it with my wrench quite so hard. Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course. But looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. But aren't those things protected by thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Cart, Chocobo. I heard that! A hall's been set aside for our use in Remnant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there. Just yeet the... yeet him up there. The leg seems okay to me. I love that suit of armor. Magitech armor, send the others to get inside. Go on and join them. Ever seen an Ironworks engineer at work? Well, you're in for a treat then. Stand back and enjoy the show. Oh yeah, this is amazing to watch. Just keep buffing out that piece of armor there, Biggs. You do that. What do you think? She's a beauty, isn't she? We've now had time to take a closer look at the reef. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry, though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else to do till the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. I guess that might get a little messy if they don't. I love this quest title. The repairs are proceeding at pace. It shouldn't take me long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained the Magitech core, which drives it, is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices, which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Verdona. But all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He's right over on the other side there. He'll explain the details to you. Wow, what a long trip. As I believe the Chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more reapers, but even if the dunderhead, maintenance, engineers, and cashman sentries had remembered to replace their corps, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution to substitute the Magitech Corps with a mammoth heart. In case you don't know, a mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. Oh, good, good. We're granting sentience to things now. Perfect. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armored servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order, I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Oh, cool. Thanks. Thanks, Wedge. Hello there, come to collect a mammoth heart, you say. And you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphinode's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. Oh, good! I'm his servant now. Awesome. Tender in the years though he may be, Master Alphinode has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. Goldsmith's guilds wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. I will! I will! Hey, Alphino! We need to have a talk, buddy. Servant, huh? No, you're still giving me my history lesson. Yeah, we'll talk later. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much! But this is magnificent! It must have cost an emperor's ransom! Free of charge, courtesy of Alphino. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage! Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Don't hit her! It's mean! I guess it worked. Yes! She's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Would you care to do the honors? She's beautiful. I love her. This is the Ironworks' first major project since my return. I mean to say, see that it's a success. Okay, good, Sid. I've overseen 100 such tests, but they still play hells with my nerves, and that's without the Chief watching. Oh, yeah. Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder. As far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Alright, tangle of crystals. Oh, you want me to climb up the crystal thing, okay. Oh, I have to do this with my feet, I can't fly. No anomalous movement's evident from either leg. Good! Now jump back down and sprint north as quick as you can. Whee! And north. Yep. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back. Alright. Torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for flying Magitech Air. Here is a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance as for the servo mechanism. I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, even though there's nothing that showed that it was actually off. And I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms? Blah blah blah, whereas Magitech cores can only conduct multiple impulses. Mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team? In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Really? Come on, everyone, let's give Maggie here a warm welcome. Really make her feel at home. You're not serious. You want us to welcome an inanimate object. Well, I take it Wedge's suggestion has given you pause. Well, I don't blame you. The lad does have some rather unorthodox ideas. Still, orthodoxy did not give us language, tools, clothes, or machina. Short of a better idea, I don't suppose it would hurt to try. Yes, we must welcome Maggie with our entire heart and soul. Welcome! It clicked! Well, this looks promising. That is sure a thing that just happened, isn't it? Daft as I felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at best of times, and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of a worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. It's almost like we're trying to use her or something. We could try a little dance, perhaps? Or cheer our heads off? Imperials, they've come for the armor! Damn it, they have us cornered. This will be the fight of our lives with all three of them. Here's the Reaper! Taken by the traitor Garland! And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. We should have recognized her earlier. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. With another, even sillier mech. Bloody hell's grace. Protect the armor at all costs. Chief, look! She moved! Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. She just needed you to risk your life for her. That's all she wanted. There, the finishing touch. which was... Oh, good. That will help us blend in completely. Thank you. Thank you, Wedge. Oh, Maggie, I love you. You're a giant suit of armor, but you're still the best. What do you think? She's a beauty, isn't she? The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me to not install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that, let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Big and Wedge, Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we'd like to get. How go your preparations? We leave as soon as you're ready. Glaumont, you came! I thought we'd give it a rousing send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women who are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me that for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you would like to relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to separate the Imperial hands. I don't know why I make them, like, all Scottish or whatnot. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman, with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing. She was gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk, living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way through the gorge, not far outside the walls, when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leapt over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. 'Twas some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then I'd get my revenge on the Empire, and became an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades have since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Maybe I should have actually gotten up off of that stoop that I was sitting on this entire time. Not like you, Lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes, and you've already done more than I've managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Glaumont. We only seek to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? Aye, any road, after you got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire. And don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. Something tells me I won't be going hungry after what with everything you've got planned. Are you sure that'll satisfy you? If you wish to strike back the Empire with your own hand, you need only to say the word, and get off your ass. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempted though your offer is, I fear I must decline. If I leave my stoop, somebody else might take it. And now, I'm in here now, and I feel my bum itching to get back and sit down. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire. 'Tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some that would call me craven, lazy even, but I would prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Ralgr give you strength. Yeah, no, I didn't ever really think of the Alamegans as whatever that accent was I was just doing. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius's ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castle Sentry, just outside of the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Meaning I have to go find my disguise now. Alright, well, let's see. Let us call my Chocobo out so I can look at its bag. No, wait, this is mine still. Shoot, where is it? I guess I don't really have to call my Chocobo to look at its bag. Alright, let's see. There we go. Let's remove that from the saddlebag. And then where's the helm? Nope. Am I gonna have to seriously go find the helm? Where did I put it? End of the second row. No, that's not it. Looks like it though. Do I have it in a different bag? Is it actually in my inventory? No, that would be crazy talk. I know, right? It has the exact same icon. Let's see. There it is. Oh, perfect. My disguise is complete. They will never suspect a thing. Look at that! We managed to actually get through without having to go back to the little calamity salvagers. Why do they call it fog fins, I wonder? Looking sharp, gentlemen. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial black and crimson. Definitely your colors. Ah, but now's not the time for jests. Her face. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alphino and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alphino and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via link pro. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Yeet! Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need tell you, but don't do anything suspicious. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Oh, and lest you wonder, Ida and Ishtola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alphino and I attracted too much attention. But the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. No promises. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck. May the 12 keep you. Wait, why does Biggs get to keep his goggles on for his disguise, and I have to wear the stupid helm?
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
Man, she's just so convincing.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Poor Minfilia. Perform an Imperial salute. Okay, fine. I can type. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too. Had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when you next pass that way. Thank you! You are so helpful, Imperial Courier. Will you would be as helpful as the last? That's a fine salute, pardon me. Part of the maintenance crew from the Occidents, are you? Welcome to Castrum Sentry, Engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Now show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. So much enthusiasm for my work, I'm going to do it now. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're gonna need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. Saluting the guy on the ground. Cool. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there, and oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, all right? I dare say you know the one I mean. Eh? The svelte blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lalafell lass? Lalafell lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable, it hurts. I want to sweep her into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? I'll go find it for you. I'm a sucker for a man in love. Sigh. Wish that I could hold you in my arms. Alas, we aren't meant to be. I love how Tataru is just like the boss babe everyone falls in love with. I'll go report myself to the Centurion, thank you. Very much. What's this? You need to access the storage tower. What business have you in there? At the Tribunus' behest, you say? This is highly irregular, and I should really question this. But it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Security's tight. Oh yeah. Here's your key. I love how like there's just this bright point on the walker. That is completely and utterly out of place. The prisoners, they're being held in the storage tower. As you should know, soldier. Philly and the rest, thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Wait, so they just left Papolino with his rod? God, these are like the best Imperial soldiers ever. Tataru, we must do something! We've risked letting the entire Castrum know we're here. I know what I can do. I can punch things. Ah, you're right. We may not get a better chance. to the 3rd Squadron. What is it? A Reaper seized when? And this came to light only now? Culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Well, now's the time. You were looking for us? What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. Get him, Maggie. Get him. Oh, wait, I cannot do. There we go. Grace, I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what would happen had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. No, it has been a while since we've seen him, isn't it? Weird. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window to our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped! Then recapture them! Fail and I shall have your head. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eyes of an Ahriman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Cursed scions, how did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castle's walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Stoll is just being polite. This was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger should ever be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Suck's negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing. Livia Sass Junius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer, but take you to your guard. What? Okay. More intruders! Protect the Tribunus! Confound it! Ida, with me! We can't take them! There's 3 of them! After them! Okay. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no! Well, I mean, at least she's mature about this. There they are! Fan out and surround them! Oh, there's 4 of them now. Oh no. Must protect Tataru! Biggs, I'm going in! See everyone to safety! Okay, Wedge. No, Wedge! Don't do it! Why am I still wearing this stupid helmet? Oh no, Grace, hold off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. Can I change? Can I just like fling it off and like, you know, like in a dramatic anime? Shielding it. Is this glowy thingy? Nope. There are more pressing matters at hand. There it is. Okay, so I need to go find another one. Seems like there's another Magitech shield generator around here somewhere. I like how they just hide them. Makes it fun. Okay, shield generator number 3, where are you? There it is. Okay. Who said that was a colossus waste of iron? So punny.
Take the leader, kill the rest. What the?
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Need to kick some ass.
Popolimo, Minfilia.
Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
No, not Maggie.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
I'll never forget you, Maggie.
But there's no one in there.
This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
But will my Magitech armor fit on whatever you're
1,
planning?
2,
3,
4.
A silent 5. Maggie! Goodbye! We just left her.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I
Gaius,
see that
give it
which
a
they
rest.
cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power, the power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
Who were you talking to?
What in the seven hells? Oh no. It's here.
12 preservers. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There! Beside the Black Wolf! An Ascian! An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
Does it?
La Habrea. It could only be him.
Oh yeah, we forgot about him! So many side quests. Oh look, we're gonna see what La Brea looks like, maybe. Gasp! Thancred!
Thancred!
What? Plot twist.
He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind?
Can I take off my armor yet?
Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No. No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Kryl, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn,
forgive me if I seem brusque. The item I
but
requested.
the battle is far from over. And so long as we stand
Wonderful.
together,
I'm sorry
there
to
shall
press,
ever
but
be
we
hope
need
of
it
victory.
Urgently. How soon can it be delivered? I am in your debt, my
the
friend.
people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Hells, take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Please don't let me show up to this cutscene wearing that stupid outfit still. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slurrin to order the sail. That is all. The maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as we are like to be. I need only give the word to row. Has there been no word from Ishgard? No, they really don't care. They do not make the names easy to pronounce. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. They're kind of assholes, you know. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth? Not this. And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action. Not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs in the decision of this council. Then Belisar's claims to wield the power to smite the primals. We yield to him? He pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon my bluntness, but I do not like these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. I do not understand their reasoning for like what cutscenes do and do not have voice acting. Alright. Let us take off this ridiculous outfit. There we go. What do you think? Was she impressed? Do you think she might consider, you know... Wasn't at all how I expected things to play out, but at least we can't escape with our lives. Sorry we had to resort to such dramatic methods to escape. Things escalated so quickly that Alphino and I saw no other alternative. Sorry about your Magitech armor. It wouldn't fit on the ship. I'll never forget you, Maggie. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders and help them make the right decision. I forget, how long is Castro's century? Because I think we've got 2. No, it's not Castrum Century, it's Castrum Meridian. Grim tidings. It seems that the word of the ultimate weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders. In the form of an ultimatum, they have gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people from untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. I know that there's Meridian, I think it's Meridian and Praetorian. So we may have to do... It's almost 10, so... If Meridian is, I think it's around 30 minutes. So we maybe what we'll do is we'll get up to Castra Meridian. And then call it a night. It'll make for a fun thing next week if we have to run two. We may not be able to get through both of them next week. The Council of the Alliance Leaders is presently in progress. Must ask you step away from the doors, madam. Oh, you're here on behalf of the Science of Seventh Dawn. Well, that's a horse of a different color.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Nanamo is the best.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphinord, Minfilia, and Seven Hells. Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender, but I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war, yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire, for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Rauban, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
What a lovely little bonfire.
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
And off we go. Hey, look, they found some guards again. Oh, look, there's people around. Oh, it doesn't look quite so, dead in here. Hello, Slaswis. My dear sister drew her last breath in here, with the Battle of the Empire. To her, the fight for Eorzeia's future was more important than her homeland. True to her beliefs to the end, she was. Aw, that's sad. Aw, that's so sweet, Radolf. I'm trying to remember if you were here before. Hello, Wigstan. We came away with our lives, though our losses weigh heavy in our hearts. We must carry on for those who have fallen. And Ehrenwald. Hi, buddy. I should have done something, done anything, but I didn't. And now Appa and Ali are... I will not let it be for nothing. I will earn this. Aww. Still kind of a mess in here. But hey, at least there's people. Oh my. So many people. She hasn't said one word to me since the rescue. Was it all for nothing? I mean, you did rescue her, Wedge. That's next on the agenda. We're ready to get to work. Da, da, da. Oh, let's see. Ida. Well, you are a little bit of a scatterbrained, Ida. Edith Stoll is gonna give Thancred a stern talking to. Come on, voice cutscene. Voice cutscene.
I cannot well express my relief.
Yay.
To think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him in thrall to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, It was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah. He would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
Oh, Thancred.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are she, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
I think this is a perfect spot to leave off for the night. So, next time, we've got just a few, it looks like, missions left before we head to the final dungeons. So, finale time next week, guys. Lots of fun. So, we'll meet back up here, same bat time, same bat channel. And we shall go ahead and finish off Realm Reborn, I think. And then we're probably going to take a break for 2 to 3 weeks after that. Because unfortunately my biggest work week of the year is coming up. So I will probably need a little bit of time off before and after just to recover and get through that. But it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for coming out. And then I guess after, when we pick back up to you guys. Do you want to pick back up on some more Final Fantasy? Or do you want to maybe try to power through a little bit of Onslaught back in Tor? Let me know. And we can, I guess, discuss it next time. Until then, good night, everybody.